Developed by the small team Untold Tales Games, What Lies in the Multiverse is a short and sweet action puzzle game that has great world building and a story with the heart of gold. It's only 6 hours to complete the main story, which feels like the perfect length of time for a game of this type. Find out what we thought of it in the XboxEra review of What Lies in the Multiverse. The world of the game is set up by a unique take on stylized 2D pixel art and sprites, and all of it has loving frame animations, and it's accompanied by great sound design and world music. The levels themselves also have a good level of world building in them, each with their own hidden nooks and crannies. You also have interactions with NPCs that give a nice humorous tone to the whole thing. The story of What Lies in the Multiverse revolves around an eccentric boy known as the Kid, who decides to try and run a quantum simulation in his bedroom. This begins a time and space spending journey with the enigmatic Everett, a man with a mysterious past. The writing of the game feels like a mix of styles between something like Rick and Morty and expressive dialogue text in a comic book. As you move further into the game, the puzzles will get more challenging, but not frustrating. What Lies in the Multiverse prides itself on players failing a few times, with many hidden achievements which trigger in hilarious ways as your character meets his demise. The checkpoint system is great, however, and alleviates what could have been a pretty frustrating experience. Instead, it turns it into a fun, trial and error process as you move through each world, and its parallel one to solve the puzzles and progress the main story. This story format does have a pretty great turn in the second half. I won't go into details here, but a few twists and turns took me by surprise, and definitely weren't what I expected from a game that started off with such a simple initial premise. Visually, the art style is consistent and has a great continuity throughout. As a fan of small games that have an objective and execute it well, I recommend people to go out and try this one. Its size and scope may not be for everyone, but for those who love experimental titles, this should find a groove in your brain and leave you pleasantly satisfied.